war in Europe, as Germany invades Poland in a lightning strike of air and land forces. King George VI has given his approval for a general mobilization in response to the German aggression. Reports confirm Japan has initiated an unexpected invasion on American territory. Coastal regions including California, Oregon, and Washington are reportedly under attack.
We thought we knew the world we were born into. We thought we understood the rules. What we know now is that everything can change. Traditions, nations, truths. Nothing is safe in the turmoil between progress and destruction. Here in the streets, we dream of tomorrow, as in hell they dream of heaven. So we look to you in power to harness this force and write the rules for this new world. What will you envision? What will you dream of? As tomorrow is racing towards us, what world will you build?
Each layer of history provides us hope, waiting.
Greetings, Archon. How good to meet you. I am Veer. My programming insists that I advise you not to shut me down. Good. An excellent decision. As a virtual assistant robot, it has been my privilege to witness much that this galaxy has to offer. Here, let me show you. You see, the events of the cosmos resonate throughout my circuits. From void to matter to the conscious mind. My advice has proven essential to anyone with dreams of ruling the galaxy. I've been present for battles fought to the last man, woman, and/or fungal spore. Not entirely unexpected with organics in the mix. I've seen countless civilizations rise and fall, or at least meet some rather grisly fates. It's vital to never get too low, however crushing a defeat, or too smug, even after an epic victory. I have seen millions of individuals across countless civilizations, all of them chasing an endlessly expanding universe. So, I imagine you want to keep me along for the ride.
Storm clouds gather. Our borders are beset by evil, both mundane and immortal. How long can we withstand this onslaught? We must form an alliance. We either die alone or survive together.
I concur. This threat is beyond any of us. With the Azur's guidance...
This is just another Algates game. I see many leaders here, but you even speak for your people.
High King, this is not the time for short-sightedness.
Short? There'll be no alliance with elves while I'm High King. Only a reckoning!
We must not be blinded by our own need for power! This is the moment! Your choices will decide the fate of this world! And all that inhabit it! Make the right one!
Peggy 16.
have destroyed Carthage. Every man, woman, and child, many years ago. Saguntum is lost, and our Western allies have failed us. Where was the last report of his whereabouts?
My spies in Iberia tell me his fleet has sailed. We must expect an invasion at Massalia!
This is nonsense! No fleet has sailed. Rome controls the Mediterranean. He's not attacking, he's making allies. At this very moment, he courts the Macedonians, the Greeks. Illyria will rise up against us, and the Adriatic will be lost once more. Ridiculous! Epirus won't stand for it. Our legions have sole military access to their land. I believe the attack will come from Africa itself. He intends to cross the Mediterranean and invade from Sicily. Syracuse will revolt and sweep up from the south. That's wild speculation. We cannot afford
He will come not from the south, nor the east.
Our mercenaries in the north report that he has forged an alliance with the tribes of the Po Valley. He intends to circumnavigate Massalia and march his army...
over the Alps, perhaps! He would lose half his army from attrition alone. The other half would desert.
We must defend the mountain passes.
Do you expect the Gauls to welcome him when he arrives?
I suppose he will bring with him an army of elephants!
Senators! I dare say that would be quite a feat, even for the great Hannibal Barca.
My Pharaoh, your humble servant before you. Kemet is overrun. They sweep in like the tide, flooding our lands. The north is pillaged, left in ashes, and the fire rages at our borders. My Pharaoh, I beseech you, your lands have been deserted. Lost are all the lords, taken in by the tide, or left dead on the rocks. They are unrelenting and unpredictable as the waters that spawned them. My Pharaoh, this is my final plea. I am situated like a ship in the midst of the sea. The lands of the king are in ashes. The king has no lands. All is lost.
Sega.
Millennia ago, a great vortex was forged to protect the world from a terrible threat. Now this vortex falters, and all stands at the brink of ruin. From all sides, powerful forces gather to harness its energies for their own purposes. The noble High Elves, proud defenders of Oswan. From the jungles of Lustria come the cold-blooded lizardmen. The Skaven stir in vast subterranean lairs. And the sadistic Dark Elf hordes spew forth from Nagaroth. The race is on, and the fate of the world will lie in the hands of the victor.
A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends, and when the soul of a nation, long suppressed, finds utterance.
Build courage when courage seems to fail. Regain faith when there seems to be little cause for faith. Create hope when hope becomes forlorn.
I never learned how to tune a harp or play upon a lute, but I know how to raise a small and obscure city to glory and greatness, whereto all kindred of the earth will pilgrim.
The great questions of the day will not be settled by means of speeches and majority decisions, but by iron and blood.
I have witnessed the tremendous energy of the masses. On this foundation, it is possible to accomplish any task whatsoever.
The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
Step into the epic world of Warhammer 40,000 with Gladius, Relics of War. This action-packed 4X game set in the grim future of Warhammer 40,000 places you as the leader of one of the many factions vying for control of the resource-rich world of Gladius Prime. Forget pacts and diplomacy, for on the world of Gladius Prime, there is only war. Set up your city, construct buildings, develop your economy, and research new technologies. But remember that the ultimate purpose is to fuel your war machine, develop a mighty army, and crush your enemies on the battlefield. In Gladius Relics of War, you can engage in massive battles on multiple fronts, both in single-player and multiplayer, against whole teams of enemy factions. Play cooperative with the AI or friends in this fully customizable experience that lets you set the features of Gladius Prime in detail. Each faction is completely unique, having different units, technologies, buildings, storyline, and gameplay mechanics. The Space Marines operate from their singular and massive fortress city, dropped from orbit to further their goals on the ground. The Orcs are a melee-focused race of scavengers who need to keep their animosity high and spread violence across the planet. The Necrons rely on stirring their endless numbers from the various tombs that can be found on the surface of Gladius Prime. The Imperial Guard shelter in their cities, holding out against the coming storm. Furthermore, each faction has its own unique heroes that can level up, gain new special abilities, and equip powerful items. Those are the strongest units in the game and can truly turn the tide of war. The planet of Gladius Prime holds ancient secrets. Play through the storyline, uncover the ancient relics laying around, and exploit them to gain an edge on the battlefield. But beware, the planet itself will be a threat. You will need to contend with hostile fauna and neutral units like wild Kroot hounds, gene-stealer cultists, mighty and long-forgotten war machines, enslavers, and many more.
How seductive it is to live in peace. There could have been a bloodless Arrakis. The steady hand of my Duke, governing a confident workforce. A plentiful House Atreides, providing for the whole Imperium. A brilliant society, gracefully withstanding the red winds of this land. But we were not sent here to thrive. Plotters will infest this benevolent regime, and blood will be spilled. Rivals will surround this prosperous house, and violence will ensue. Unknown forces will emerge from this bountiful land, and there will be no respite. To live in peace is a privilege of the weak, and as our strength culminates, a new age of turmoil approaches. On this day begin the Spice Wars.
Rated T for teen.
Sega.
The award-winning Total War series is the ultimate mix of real-time and turn-based strategy gaming. Empire Total War offers the opportunity to seek glory in an epic, open-ended campaign mode. Every decision you make can directly affect the fortunes of your ever-expanding empire. But new to this latest edition of Total War is an additional game mode for the single-player campaign, called The Road to Independence. Empire Total War offers you the chance to take part in the foundation of the United States and attempt to defeat the British in the American War of Independence. This game mode will introduce new players to Total War with a series of exciting battles and missions. As the campaign unfolds, the rest of Empire Total War is gradually revealed, and experienced players will find distinct challenges to overcome and unique scenarios to uncover. George Washington was one of the founding fathers of a modern-day superpower. Will you be able to replicate his success in claiming independence? Or go even further and rewrite history? Empire Total War.
All has changed. Our old lives are gone. There is a new world to come.
Tell me your orders.
We'll make our appeal.
Bringing them on board.
Our associates are now in charge.
We've gained significant support.
Heading there now. We are go for liftoff.
What is science, if not a consensus of trial and error?
The war against the aliens can't be won on Earth alone.
Creatures are,
where they came from, and what they plan to do on Earth.
Rogue Hex reviews speak for themselves. A true gem of a game. Blends 4X, Rogue, and card game mechanics perfectly into an addictive next-turn experience. Zeus Omega, 588 hours played. This game has mediocre art, weird fluctuations in tone, bad music, and worse sound effects. And I can't stop playing it! Dev's intro should have been, "Hey folks, I'm Reed, I'm a solo dev, and I manufacture crack cocaine." It's a perfectly tuned machine designed to do one thing, make you click next turn when you should be sleeping. It's some brilliant game design. Moselvet, 25 hours play. I'm enjoying this more than Civ 7. I don't know how I feel about that. Lord Afrit, 10 hours played. The execution on this game surpasses many AAA studios. Tight gameplay loop, S-tier replayability, massively impactful choices. Soundtrack is 10 out of 10. Starts a bit slow and simple, but the progression pacing feels great. Of all the games in my library, I keep getting pulled back to this one. But there, 137 hours played. Wow, this is a fantastic game. Brings the joy back to 4X type games that used to be there before they got buried in complexity and micromanagement. Every part of the game seems like it's been tuned to optimize the fun that you have, instead of making it feel like a job. Pondering, 16 hours played. I love this game. I've been playing it for a long time, since the alpha started, and it just keeps getting better with every update. Emperor Dave, 1096 Hours played. Hey folks, I'm the developer of Rogue Hex, and I manufacture cracky games.
You are playing the role of the King of Castile, and you are having rather a bad day. The high cost of maintaining an army has entirely depleted your treasury, and your soldiers have begun to desert. You can see it now, a Muslim invasion surging over your lands. You might reach out to your neighbors for assistance, but alas, your character fervently believes himself possessed by the devil. This has made forging alliances, well, somewhat of a challenge. Rumor has it that your brother, the King of Lyon, is even plotting against you. But your fool of a spy master has nothing useful to report. The swine's tongue has grown conveniently still ever since you started sleeping with his wife. As the year draws to a close, you find yourself friendless, penniless, possessed, and entirely in the dark, with the Moors sharpening their weapons on your borders. In a word, doomed. Or are you? A message arrives. The Pope, in recognition of your piety, has sent a single half-empty coin purse to aid you in your struggle against the Muslims. With the ink still wet on your gracious response, you make excellent use of the funds, sending an assassin to call upon the King of Lyon, your dear brother. This will destroy your reputation, of course, or rather it would do, were you not already known to be under the devil's sway. Demonic possession does have its perks. The assassination succeeds, and not only have you escaped your brother's mysterious plot, but as his elder you inherit all of Lyon, along with his far more competent spy master. Your brother's army is now your own, are soon marching south, striking preemptively against your good Muslim neighbors, with your former spy master on the front lines, of course. And this is just one cunning ploy in Crusader Kings 2, a grand strategy game which offers an entire continent's worth of political intrigue.
Dust. Imagine a power that can burn stars, raise mountains, even create life. As with all powers, dust has been corrupted, misused, and twisted. But if I told you I found a way to start over, to restore its perfection, to cleanse our sins, the only cost would be to reset, to erase the billions of corrupted souls in the galaxy. Will you follow?
Years have passed, and it is time to once more return to Io. In this age of great magic, it falls upon you to take up your master's mantle. Hidden mysteries and the promise of even greater power awaits. But at what cost? The sacrifices of lesser beings are inconsequential in comparison to the glory of your potential. The influence of the major circle grows by the day, and so too will their jealousy as your power increases. In time, you will have to deal with their desire to hold the All-Fire for themselves. Powerful heroes abound. Bind them to your cause. Summon your minions. Send them on adventures to discover new lands, secure valuable resources, and vanquish your enemies. Use your pawns as you see fit. Ultimately, their fate is of no importance. It is time to leave petty concerns behind and embrace your destiny. Yours is a path to pure power. If you succeed, all shall tremble before you as they revel in your glory.
Well, I would consider myself the foremost expert of Ardanian history in the region. Is this going to air locally or? No. Foremost expert in the country. Today, we examine the accomplishments of one of our most impressive great mages, known not only for his rule as a leader, but also for his rugged good looks. I am, of course, talking about King Rat, the 42nd. King Rat was able to balance conquering his enemies, forging alliances with friends, researching powerful spells, discovering portals to new realms, and managing a thriving economy. But arguably, his most impressive accomplishment was becoming a demigod. After King Rat constructed a temple to Doros on one of the holy grounds, he invoked the ire of a rival god, namely Fervus, who descended to the land of Ardania to smite King Rat. With his troops dwindling, King Rat finished researching a devastating spell, which he promptly cast on Fervus, destroying him in a spectacular display of rat versus deity aggression. When the dust settled, the people proclaimed King Rat a demigod, cementing the rat's place as a symbol of honor and piety. Its scent, said to be the scent of royalty. Its image, inspiring buildings and public areas everywhere, such as St. Rat's Cathedral, Ratterton Square, among others.
Welcome to Renaissance Kingdom Wars, an age of gunpowder and rebellion.
It's time to bring back the golden days of strategy games, reinvented with modern standards and complete with retro 2000s graphics. The 16th century was a time of transformation, and this is a living map of that world, stretching from the Atlantic to North Africa and the Middle East. You begin as a landless mercenary captain with a small band of soldiers as you sail to distant shores to fight for coin and survival. Forge your path through bloody battles that you take on as mercenary contracts, and with luck, don't die, and you'll claim your first patch of land to call home.
It's good you have returned, my lord. The peasants seem lost when you're away.
Continue your ascent to power with direct control over your first home in RTS mode. Directly manage every peasant, building, and livestock. You will slowly expand from a humble hamlet to a sprawling city worthy of your ambitions. Here, players build and manage their town, controlling every detail with their own hands. Construct key buildings to strengthen your economy, train troops, and unlock future research. Take a pause to admire the beauty of your creation. The towns are truly vast, meticulously recreated. Sail your armies to do your king's bidding. Take new mercenary contracts. The Renaissance world unfolds before you, a living map. The 16th century saw extraordinary breakthroughs in science and engineering. These are reflected in an extremely complex and rewarding tech tree. Diplomacy will be key to building relations with the king and your neighbors. The Renaissance was a time of fierce competition for trade. Access to ports and trade routes was vital for survival, so naval engagements are crucial to safeguarding commerce. Cannons were still new aboard ships in the early Renaissance, and naval engagements were often focused on boarding enemy vessels for brutal, close-quarters combat. Witness the brutality of Renaissance warfare on sea and land with constant siege combat. During sieges, the RTS gameplay shines in full glory. Defenders must collect resources, convert citizens into troops, and deploy wall-mounted weapons to hold their ground. Managing supplies, healing, and troop placement will decide victory or defeat. Mercenary allies, modern gunpowder weapons, and well-planned strategies can turn the tide. Watch as enemy forces falter, retreating in disarray, while your steadfast defenses hold strong. As the game progresses, new weapons of war will dominate, and kingdoms, lagging in research, will fall. And when medieval stone walls fall to cannons, the city becomes a battlefield. Hand-to-hand combat erupts in chaos and destruction. Homes burn, and the fate of nations hangs in the balance. Your goal is to unite the world under your banner, from humble beginnings as a mercenary to ruling as an emperor.